This video is going to be about should you borrow money to be able to actually expand your business faster? And the answer normally, guys, is it depends on you, right? Like I'm very responsible with my credit cards. I financed my entire Amazon FBA business using credit cards when I first started. But it depends on you, right? If you're not good at managing finances and things like that, then maybe a credit card doesn't make sense. Maybe it only makes sense to use the money that you currently have. But for most people, right, I think it makes a huge amount of sense to actually use financing and borrow money if you do it in the right way, right? The best way by far to actually do this is by using what's called a 0% APR credit card. So you see right here the annual percentage rate, 0% intro for 15 months from account opening on purchases. This means that you can use as much of, if let's say they give you a $5,000 limit, that means that they will give you essentially a $5,000 loan for 15 months for $0, right? For zero cost, no interest, literally telling you that for the first 15 months, you can spend 100% of the money that they allow you to have to borrow, right? And you'll pay zero interest. That is a very, very good deal. It's very, very hard to find in the real world. And this is an incredible card also because you get unlimited 1.5% cash back. That means if you spend $100, right, you get $1.50 in cash back, and it starts to add up very quickly as you start to make larger and larger purchases. And you can, do all types of things. You can pay for your product photos with your credit card. You can pay the down payment for your actual product with your credit card. Sometimes you can even pay the 70% final payment with your credit card if you're using PayPal and you work out that you split the fees with your supplier, which we'll talk about in detail later on, right? This is the best possible way to borrow money and leverage yourself in a stronger way when you're actually starting on Amazon FBA, because usually the biggest restriction that I've heard from my students and that people have is availability of capital, right? If you had $10,000, $20,000, you could invest in more products, and the more products that you invest in, if you've done your due diligence, and you're actually putting in work and making sure that they're going to be a good product, the more good products that you invest in, the more money that you'll make faster. That's why I was able to make, over $1,000 a day pretty much instantly when I started Amazon FBA, because I invested in multiple products at once rather than just buying one product and, it taking 1 to 3 months for it to actually arrive in an Amazon warehouse and be able to be sold, right? So I was more impatient. I had a lot of confidence in myself, and I didn't have a course or anything like that. If I had this course, I would have put my whole life savings into products, and I would have made, a 7-figure business in my first 6 months. So this is what I recommend for sure. If you're not in the USA or you have terrible credit or can't get approved for this particular card, right? This is my number one recommendation, no question. That's it, right? If you can get this, do it. Use it for everything. Get a second product, get a third product. Leverage yourself, right? If you're doing your due diligence up front, there's never a reason why more availability of capital would not be a good thing for you, because it just means that you can make more profit. If you can't get the Chase Freedom Unlimited card, it's the best, no question. 10,000 reviews, 4.5 stars, very, very good. If not, right, there's PayPal business loans, fast access to fixed payment business loans from $5,000 to $500,000. There's also PayPal working capital, pay as you grow with PayPal working capital. Basically what this means is as you receive PayPal payments, they take a percentage of those payments and pay it back to the working capital loan. This one is better if you have a pre-existing business and you're taking money in on PayPal. You can take a loan out and then pay it off every time you get a new payment in from PayPal. So this is a good one if you have a pre-existing business and you're accepting PayPal transactions. Cabbage is another one, right? It's the same thing. Kind of as the small business loan for PayPal. Again, guys, though, you don't want to do these without knowing what you're signing up for, because PayPal and Cabbage and every other loan person in the entire world charges you an APR, right? And so you don't want to be paying an APR that's going to be higher than your actual profit margin. So if you're estimating that you're going to make 40% profit margin, right, and you're going to make that in 3 months, maybe it still makes sense to take out a loan, even if it's like a 16% APR. So read the fine print, right? These are some much significantly less enticing options, but they are options that I've had students make work, right? Because if you're making a 40-50% profit margin on your product, then taking a loan out to get that product that you're paying 16% on, you're still obviously making an additional 30% profit that you wouldn't otherwise be making, and you're able to expand faster. But again, the best possible way and the best possible method that I've ever found is 0% APR credit cards. I know that I provided you value, so what I want you to do is to like this video. I want you to leave a comment on this video. If you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe, turn on notification bells so that you will be the first person to be notified every time we drop a brand new video. If you want to learn more, I do have a completely free course, and there will be a link down underneath this description, guys. Completely for free, 100%. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and let's get to the next.